ZTC.
Greetings, duelists! Chaotic Sorceress ZTC here, and welcome to yet another Telefon FTK. This one is the Mikanko Burning Bamboo Sword Telefon FTK. It has an 82% chance of going off uninterrupted, and the basis of this deck is to Black Garden to give them 800 attack monsters, Mikanko Field Spell to force them to attack those monsters, or that monster that we end up putting, and Burning Bamboo Sword to skip their next main phase 1. So, not exactly an FTK, since it's not turn 1, but all the setups in turn 1, and their next battle phase is really all they get, and then they have to fight into you. Anyways, let's get into the deck profile. There's a couple changes up from the Red Eyes Telefon Beals FTK, so pay attention to those changes. First up, Turbo Booster at 1, Effect Veiler at 1, Droll Lockbird at 1, Morphtronic Telefon at 3, Gizmek Naganaki at 3, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit at 1, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring at 1, Gadget Gamer at 3, Codebreaker Zero Day at 1, Gizmek Arakami at 1, Gadget Holler at 1, Jizu Kiru at 1, Nibiru at 1, Foolish Burial at 1, Machine Duplication at 3, 1 for 1 at 1, Performer Pal Popper Up at 1, Small World at 3, Morphtronic Converter at 1, Dimension Dice at 2, Cursed Bamboo Sword at 2, Original Bamboo Sword at 1, Black Garden at 1, Dice Dungeon at 3, Heavenly Gate of the Mikanko at 1, and Burning Bamboo Sword at 1. That's the main deck. Now onto the extra deck. First off, we want a generic Synchro 5. For this one, I've done X-Saber Wayne, but it doesn't really matter. Next, I have Garden Rose Maiden at 1. Next, we have a generic Synchro 6. For this, I have Muddy Mud Dragon. It doesn't have to be Muddy Mud Dragon. And then after that, we have Gaia Armor Dragon Shell. This is a very special monster because one of its effects is going to help us later. You can target one monster you control, special summon from the extra deck, equip this card from your graveyard to it. This is the equip card that causes Heavenly Gate of the Mikanko to activate with its effect of while you control a monster that is equipped with an equipped card, all monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack monsters equipped with equipped cards. So yeah, Gaia Armor, Dragon Shell's one of our equips that we equip from Grave. Ancient Fairy Dragon at 1. This helps us grab the field spell of Heavenly Gate of the Mikanko. We've got Power Tool Dragon to show our opponent the 2 Cursed Bamboos and the original Bamboo Sword. And then add 1 to hand. If we add original, we send it off for Cursed Bamboo. Then we synchro off Power Tool to send the Bamboo, or one of our Telefons. And that allows us to grab Burning Bamboo Sword. Next, we have Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This is the monster we're going to end on and equip with Gaia Armor, for the most part. Its effect is, while your life points is higher than your opponent's, this card gains attack equal to the difference. While your life points is lower than your opponent's, this card loses attack equal to the difference. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points, special summon this card. Basically, as long as our life points are higher, our opponent takes a lot of damage. And when they take that damage, the attack just grows higher. Next up, we have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon at 1. just for its negate. And next we have Power Tool Braver Dragon. If this card is special summoned, you can equip up to 3 equip spells with different names from your deck and or graveyard to this card. This means we're going to equip Original Bamboo Sword and Cursed Bamboo Sword so that we can activate Cursed Bamboo Sword's effect to, you can target one other Bamboo Sword card you control, return it to the hand, and if you do, the equipped monster can attack your opponent directly this turn. We're only carrying that we're returning it to our hand, because that means Original Bamboo Sword gets to our hand, and we can activate it, which causes us to be able to activate Burning Bamboo Sword to skip our opponent's next main phase 1. And technically, if we perform a Pal Popper Up and take 1,000 damage, like 4,000 damage, for having 4 cards in hand, and we're at 4,000 attack, or 4,000 life points, and we don't want an Ancient Sacred Wyvern, we can technically just leave it at Power Tool Braver Dragon with the Bamboo Sword equips, because 2,500 attack is enough with 5 Black Garden tokens on your opponent's field. It is enough, technically, to get them to FTK themselves. So there's that. We also have Relinquished Animal at 1. This is to get into Donner, because it needs 2 monsters with different types. We've also got Clockwork Knight at 1. This is helpful because we can go from any of our 1-card starters, like Gizmek Naganaki, Gadget Gamer, and such, into Morphtronic Telefon, then simply go into Clockwork Knight, and then activate Morphtronic Converter to send Clockwork Knight back into the deck to summon out another Telefon, and then Telefon for Telefon. Reproducus to turn one of the Telefons into a light monster for Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Codebreaker Virus Swordsman to summon out Codebreaker Zero Day. That one's at 1. Donner Dagger for Hire at 1. And Codebreaker Virus Berserker at 1. Because we use that to summon back Codebreaker Zero Day. Alright. If that all made sense, we are on to the in-practice part. I have 2 duels set up to replay, and we'll be heading off to that. See you in a bit. Alright, here goes the first duel. We are going first. We draw Gizmek Naganaki, Gadget Gamer, Machine Duplication, Cursed Bamboo Sword, and Small World. This is full combo. Naganaki into Telefon, Telefon activate to basically test if they have a response. Machine Dupe into the second Telefon, and we're golden. Link away into Anima. Telefon for Telefon. Link away into Donner. Telefon into Telefon again. Gaining more life points. Linking away into Clockwork Knight. Telefon for Telefon again. Making sure to leave that area open as we go into Codebreaker Virus Swordsman to summon out, as effect, Codebreaker Zero Day. Telefon for Telefon. Synchro off into Rose Maiden. Rose Maiden effect. Draw Black Garden. Black Garden activate. Telefon for Telefon. I guess I should stop here and say that this gets completely obliterated by Droll. I should say that. On. Now, Garden Rose Maiden and Telefon into Gaia Armor Dragon Shell. Black Garden gives them more monsters. Telefon for Telefon. More monsters on field. Synchro off. Telefon and Gaia Armor into Power Tool Dragon. Stating here, we don't have to activate its effect because we already have one of the equipped spells in hand. And we activate, selecting it. Garden Rose Maiden to bring back Gaia Armor. Adding yet another token. Summoning back Telefon. Linking Gaia Armor, or synchroing Gaia Armor and Telefon into Ancient Fairy. Ancient Fairy pop. Add the Mikanko field spell. Activate it. Telefon for Telefon. Link away Power Tool, or Synchro away Power Tool and Telefon for Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Technically, you can do that earlier. Curse Bamboo for Burning Bamboo. Burning Bamboo, activate. Telefon for Telefon. Again. Synchro off. Crystal Wing and Telefon for Power Tool Braver Dragon. Power Tool Braver Dragon effect. Add Curse Bamboo, or set Curse Bamboo and or Original Bamboo. Activate Curse Bamboo to bounce Original Bamboo effect, and then a lot of bamboo swords. Burning Bamboo effect. Link off into Codebreaker Virus Berserker. Also notably getting rid of the Power Tool Braver and its two equip spells as we link off Donner and Codebreaker after bringing back the other Codebreaker for Reaperdocus. Telefon for Telefon. Bring back Telefon. Synchro off. Telefon and Zero Day into the generic Synchro 5. Telefon for Telefon, importantly putting it underneath the Reaperdocus. Reaperdocus effect. Telefon effect. Technically, we don't have to do the Telefon effect there. We can wait till later. Generic Synchro 6. Synchro off. Telefon and generic Synchro 6 into the Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Activate Gaia Armor. Now, with 7,500 attack, our turn ends. Turn change. Our opponent draws. They go immediately to battle phase due to the effect of Burning Bamboo Sword, and they concede. Because no one wants to play that, apparently. Don't worry. The next one, they do actually fight back a bit. On to that one. And the second one, where they actually attempt to fight us. Or at least attack into the monster, is what I mean. We draw a pretty bad hand. 3 Morphtronic Telefons, but we have Nibiru and Small World. This Nibiru will prove to save us. They are on Velmonica, and they're going to combo off here. Getting their Velmonica spell. 1. Doing their pendulums. Activating a spell, taking 500. Pendulum summoning. 3, 4. They're at 4. Exceeds summon. And Nibiru. Setting it in defense. They add back, they set one, and end their turn. I honestly thought that this hand wouldn't work. We've got the 3 Telefons, all 3, 2 Small Worlds. This doesn't look like a good hand. Except, then I realized I could grab Gadget Gamer by sending Telefon and Gizmek Naganaki to the banished pile. They activate their effect to gain 500 life points, then destroy 1 spell trap on the field. They really, gonna be honest, should have done that later on, but they didn't realize that. With Gadget Gamer into Gadget Hauler and Telefon, sending Telefon, bringing back Telefon, and now it's basically over, but we don't have to use our Link ones. Donner for Hire, Telefon for Telefon. Gonna speed this up a bit, because we've seen most of this. Garden Rose Maiden, add Black Garden. This time, notably, we didn't draw one of our equipped spells. Gaia Armor. Summoning their tokens, and we activate our power tool and get Original Bamboo Sword. Original Bamboo Sword effect. Send for Cursed Bamboo Sword. Telefon for Telefon. Synchro away for Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is the better way to do it, because then you have a quick effect negate on board by this time, I guess. Cursed Bamboo Sword effect. Add Burning Bamboo Sword. Garden Rose Maiden. Bring back Gaia Armor. Telefon for Telefon again. Synchro away into the Ancient Fairy Dragon. Yada yada yada. You've already seen most of this. Synchro away into Power Tool Braver. Selecting both of the Bamboo Swords in Grave. Reactivating the original Bamboo Sword to activate Burning Bamboo Sword. Link it away so that it's no longer on field and an option for our opponent to attack, because in this scenario there wouldn't be enough monsters to attack into and they would be left with their token. Anyways, we bring back Zero Day. We bring back Telefon. Link off for Reproducus again. Synchro off into our generic Synchro 5. Telefon for Telefon. Putting it underneath Reproducus. Reproducus effect. Synchro off. This time we're not activating Telefon prematurely. Into our Synchro generic 6. Telefon for Telefon. Synchro off. Muddy Mud Dragon. Telefon 4. Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Telefon for Telefon again. Telefon activate for life points, Guy armor, and end phase, our opponent goes draw phase, battle phase, attack. We can actually draw a card. And they take 6,300 damage, leaving them with 1,200 life points. And because apparently no one likes staying after, they surrender. Yep. Well, on to the wrap-up, I guess. So, what do I think of this deck? Well, seeing as I came up with it myself after seeing the combo of Heavenly Gate of Mikanko and Burning Bamboo Sword somewhere off somewhere else, it works. Telefon can do it. But I wouldn't say this is the best FTK you could do. You can turn it into Numeron. Yes. It is TCG legal. Because Ancient Fairy Dragon is here, you can easily swap it into Numeron if you're going second in the TCG. But one drawback. When I was testing the 100 test duel hands, I came about a lot of hands where I either drew Gizmek Naganaki or Gadget Gamer and like a singular other way to get Telefon on field, like Machine Dupe or Dimension Dice or Morphtronic Converter. It's just a lot harder due to how little monsters it has, because you get rid of a lot of monsters in this one. Well, you get rid of 2 of them, those 2 Morphtronic Selfons, but that turns out to be a lot of a difference. So, yeah, it's... but it works, it does what it needs to do, and it's pretty sweet, honestly. And pretty evil when you get your opponent to actually defeat themselves, so to speak. It's so much fun to just look at them and be like, alright, it's time to FTK yourself. Go ahead. It's your turn. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. And, well, that's about it. I do have a Ravenous Tarantula version of this deck. I'm thinking about showing it off at some point, maybe. Maybe if we get enough likes, like, 5 likes, I guess. 5 likes and I'll do that. I'll show off the Tarantula FTK version of this Mikanko deck. I say Mikanko deck, there's barely any Mikankos in here. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Support me on Ko-Fi in the description below. See ya. Adios.